My fiance's family threw an intervention saying you're not good enough for our daughter. Break up with her. I was sitting right there. I replied, interesting meeting. Then I stood up, took the ring off her finger and left. I proposed to my fiancé about 3 months back. Been together 4 years. Best 4 years of my life, honestly. She is everything. Smart, funny, makes me laugh when I am stressed about work deadlines that make no sense. I am Asian American, second generation. My parents came over in the 80s with nothing. I'm a software engineer at a mid-sized tech company. Good job, stable income, nothing flashy but comfortable. She is white, grew up in the suburbs with a pretty traditional family. The kind with Sunday dinners and church on holidays and family photos every year where everyone wears coordinating colors. Her family was always weird with me. Not outright rude, just off. Like they were being polite because they had to be. Her dad would shake my hand like he was handling something fragile. Her mom smiled, but it never reached her eyes. The kind of smile you give a waiter or a stranger holding the elevator. I kept thinking maybe I was paranoid, reading into things that were not there. Maybe this was just how they were with everyone. Reserved, formal, old-fashioned. My fiancé kept saying they just needed time. That they were like that with everyone at first. That once they got to know me better it would be fine. Her brother took years to warm up to his wife too, she said. They are just protective. I wanted to believe her. So I did. I ignored the way her mom changed the subject whenever I talked about my parents. The way her dad asked what I did for work 3 separate times like he could not remember. The way family photos at their house stopped including me after the first few visits. Last Sunday her mom called, family dinner, you should both come, important. My fiancé looked surprised but said sure. We showed up around 6. Her parents were there obviously, but also her older brother and his wife, her younger sister, her aunt and uncle on her mom's side. That is when my stomach started turning. Why would extended family be at a random Sunday dinner? No food cooking. No table set, just everyone sitting in this circle in the living room like some kind of jury. The coffee table had been pushed to the side to make room for extra chairs. It looked staged, prepared. My fiancé looked at me. I shrugged. Neither of us knew what was happening. She reached for my hand and I took it. Her palm was sweaty. Her dad cleared his throat, real serious. We asked you both here because we need to have a conversation. About what? My fiancé's voice had that edge it gets when she is about to get defensive. I have heard it when someone cuts her off in traffic or when a coworker takes credit for her work. Her mom jumped in quick. Honey, we have been thinking about your engagement. We have concerns. My fiancé repeated it flat, not a question. A statement. Her hand tightened on mine. Her dad looked right at me, did not blink. Son, you seem like a nice young man, but we do not think you are the right fit for our daughter, just like that, straight shot to the face. I kept my expression neutral even though my stomach dropped through the floor. I see, I said. My voice sounded far away. Her brother leaned forward looking all concerned. Look, nothing personal. We just think our sister deserves someone who understands her background. Her culture, someone who shares our values, her aunt added, nodding like this was all perfectly reasonable, like they were discussing weather or sports scores. My fiancée stood up so fast her chair scraped against the hardwood floor. The sound was loud in the quiet room. What the hell is this? Sit down, sweetheart, her mom said. Let us explain. Explain what? That you ambushed us. That you are sitting here telling my fiancé he is not good enough. Her dad's voice got that firm tone. The dad voice. This is not about good enough. This is about what is best for you long term. You will have children someday. Do not you want them to have a father who shares your heritage, who looks like you? And there it was, the thing nobody wanted to say out loud. The real reason I had never quite fit. My fiancé's face went red. The kind of red that starts at the neck and creeps up. Are you serious right now? Are you actually saying what I think you are saying? Her mom stood up reaching for her. We are not being prejudiced, honey. We are being practical. Mixed marriages are harder. The children face difficulties. We are just protecting your future, protecting my future by being racist. We are not racist. Her uncle cut in. His voice got louder. We have Asian friends. Colleagues, this is not about race. It is about cultural compatibility, about values, about making sure you do not make a mistake you will regret. The I have Asian friends defense. Classic. I had been quiet this whole time, just sitting there watching this play out like a bad movie. The kind you cannot look away from even though you know how it ends. Part of me wanted to argue, to defend myself, to make them see how messed up this was. To list all the ways I was good for their daughter. but you cannot logic someone out of something they did not logic themselves into. And I was not going to beg people to accept me. Interesting meeting, I said, standing up. Everyone looked at me. My fiancée's eyes were wet, face red, looking between me and her family like she could not process what was happening, like the world had tilted sideways. I am going to go. What? No. She started toward me. I took her left hand gently. The one with the ring I had saved 4 months for, slid it off her finger. She made this sound like a wounded animal, small and broken. I am not doing this to you, I said quietly, just to her, not to them. I am not making you choose. That is not fair to you. Stop. Her voice broke. Do not do this. I love you too much to watch you get torn apart. I meant every word. You deserve better than this situation. Better than having to pick between the person you love and the family you grew up with. I pocketed the ring, nodded once at her family. They had these varying expressions. Her dad looked satisfied. Her mom looked uncomfortable. Her brother was checking his phone. I walked out, made it to my car in the driveway, had my keys out, was unlocking the door when I heard running footsteps behind me. Wait. Please wait. I turned around. She was in socks, no shoes, had literally run outside after me on the cold concrete, November in the Midwest, crying so hard she could barely breathe, shaking. Do not go. Please do not leave me. Your family just said I am not good enough for you because I am Asian. How am I supposed to come back from that? I do not care about my family. She grabbed my arms, her fingers dug in. I care about you. I love you. You cannot just give up on us because they are being horrible. I'm not making you choose between us and them. I'm not choosing. You are choosing. You are the one I want to marry. They can accept it or they can go to hell. She was shaking, full body shaking. I pulled her into my arms and she just collapsed into me, sobbing into my chest. I could feel her tears soaking through my shirt. Are you sure? I asked into her hair. Because they might never come around. You understand that. This might be it. You might lose them. She pulled back, looked me dead in the eyes, tear-streaked face, running nose but completely serious. Then they do not come around. I'm not losing you because they are stuck in the 1950s. She held out her hand. Give me my ring back. What? The ring. Give it to me. I pulled it from my pocket. She snatched it and shoved it back on her own finger. There, still engaged. We are getting my stuff and I am staying with you tonight. I am done with them. Behind her through the open front door her family had come out onto the porch. Her mom was calling her name, voice all high and panicky. Her dad was saying something I could not hear. Her brother had his arms crossed. She did not even turn around. Get in the car, she said to me. We got in. I started the engine, put it in reverse. She did not look back once as we pulled away. Not at the house she grew up in. Not at her family standing on the porch. Not at any of it. She just stared straight ahead. Jaw set, wiping her face with her sleeves. We drove in silence for 10 minutes. Then she said I need to go back and get some of my things. Clothes, my laptop, some personal stuff. But I cannot do it tonight. Can we go tomorrow when they are at work? Yeah, of course. Thank you for not actually leaving, for giving me the choice even though you thought you were protecting me. I reached over and took her hand, still shaking. Always. Update one that was last Sunday. Been about a week and honestly it has been a lot. My fiancée has been staying at my apartment. It is smaller than she is used to. 1 bedroom in an older building. But she does not complain. Monday she called out sick from work. Spent the entire day angry, crying and rage cleaning my kitchen. Scrubbed the stove until it gleamed. Organized my spice rack alphabetically. Threw out everything in my fridge that was expired, which honestly was a lot. I work long hours and eat takeout more than I should. I came home from work and found her sitting on the kitchen floor surrounded by cleaning supplies. Just sitting there staring at nothing. Hey, I sat down next to her. You okay? Her phone started buzzing again. It had been going off all day. She finally looked at it, scrolled through messages. Her face did not change. Her mom, we just want what is best for you. Please come home so we can talk rationally. You are being emotional. We love you. Her dad, you are making a huge mistake. Do not throw away your family over some relationship. He is not worth it. You will regret this. Her brother, cannot believe you are choosing him over us. Real mature. Mom and dad are devastated. Thanks for ruining everything. Her sister was the only one who sent something halfway human. I do not agree with what they did, but I hope you are okay. Call me when you are ready. My fiancée only responded to her sister. Just 2 words, I am fine, need space. She put her phone down, looked at me. They think this is a phase, like I am a teenager throwing a tantrum and I will come crawling back. What do you want to do? Not crawl back. She stood up, started putting away the cleaning supplies. I am not going back there, not unless they apologize, a real apology, not a we are sorry you are upset apology. An actual we were wrong apology. Midweek her mom showed up at her office, just walked into the building and asked to see her. My fiancé told me about it that night while we were making dinner. Pasta because it is easy and we were both exhausted. She said her mom stood in the lobby with this wounded expression. Doing the whole "I cannot believe you will not answer my calls" thing. Went into this speech about family loyalty. How disappointed everyone was. How I was manipulating her, isolating her from her family. Yeah, I am isolating her. Not the people who literally held an intervention to break us up. My fiancée told her mom that showing up at her workplace was inappropriate and she needed to leave. Then she went back upstairs to her office. Her mom apparently stood there in the lobby for another 20 minutes. Security finally asked her to go. She left crying, made a scene. People my fiancé works with asked if she was okay. Few days later, we were making dinner again. I was complaining about a code review that made no sense. My phone rang. Unknown number. I answered without thinking. Is this him? A woman's voice, her mom. Is this the man stealing my daughter? My fiancé heard from across the kitchen and came over. I put it on speaker. I want you to know what you are doing to this family. My daughter will not speak to us. Her father is beside himself. His blood pressure is through the roof. You have manipulated her, turned her against her own family. Mom, my fiancé cut in. I can hear you. That is not what happened. You told him he was not good enough because he is Asian. You said I should marry someone who looks like me. You ambushed us. We did not say that. We said you were not compatible. That is very different. You said you wanted me to marry someone who shares our heritage. Someone who looks like me. That is literally racism. I am not a racist. How dare you accuse me of that? I just want what is best for you. I am your mother. I have more life experience. I know how hard these marriages are. What is best for me is him. If you cannot accept that, then you do not accept me. Silence on the line. I could hear breathing. Then her mom's voice went cold. The warmth completely gone. If you marry him, do not expect us at the wedding. My fiancée did not even hesitate. Then do not expect an invitation. She hung up. We stood there in my kitchen. The pasta water was boiling over. Neither of us moved. Then my fiancé started laughing, not happy laughing. That unhinged laugh when things are so absurd your brain cannot process them. Did that just happen? Yeah. Your mom just uninvited herself to your wedding. Yep. She sat down hard on the kitchen floor, right there. I turned off the stove and sat next to her. I do not know if I should cry or keep laughing, could do both. Socially acceptable, she leaned against me. Her whole body was tense. Thank you for not just leaving that night. I know you were trying to give me an out, trying to be noble or whatever. But I do not want an out, I want you, good, because I want you too, even if your family never speaks to you again, especially then, she said. Because that means I chose us, and that is everything. Next day her brother called. She answered on speaker because at this point, why not? You know, Dad's blood pressure is through the roof, right? Her brother said. No hello, no how are you, just straight to guilt. Hello to you too, I am serious. Mom said you uninvited them from the wedding they were going to help pay for. Do you have any idea how much they have saved for this? They uninvited themselves, and I do not want money with conditions attached. You are being selfish. This is not just about you. This affects the whole family. Grandma is asking questions. The aunts and uncles are taking sides. You are tearing everyone apart. I am being selfish. I am not the one who held an intervention to break up my sister's relationship because of his race. Nobody said anything about race. You are twisting this. Then what was it about? Compatibility, values, realistic concerns about your future, right? And those concerns had nothing to do with the color of his skin. Silence. Then her brother said you will regret this, when you have nobody at your wedding, when your kids do not have grandparents, when you are alone, you will regret choosing him over us. The only thing I regret is not seeing this sooner. How shallow you all are, he hung up on her. She looked at me, her eyes were dry now. No more tears, just this hard determination. Guess we are paying for everything ourselves. We do not need a big wedding. I would marry you in a parking lot at this point, in sweatpants. I do not care. That weekend we had dinner with my parents. They knew something was up. I had called my mom earlier in the week, given her the basic outline, but my fiancée wanted to tell them herself. We sat in my parents' small dining room, the same table I ate at growing up. My mom had made too much food like always. My dad poured tea. My fiancée told them everything. The intervention, the things her family said, the phone calls, the confrontation. My mom reached across the table and grabbed her hand before she even finished. I am so sorry. My mom's English still has an accent after 40 years, but her meaning was crystal clear. My fiancé started tearing up. I am sorry your future in-laws are racist, that your son has to deal with this. No, my dad shook his head. He is usually quiet, lets my mom do the talking, but when he speaks people listen, they are lost. You love our son, you are kind, you are smart, you make him happy. That is all we care about. My fiancé full-on cried, happy crying this time. My mom got up and came around the table, hugged her. You are already our daughter, my mom said into her hair, with or without a wedding, you are ours now. That made her cry harder. I felt my own throat get tight. My dad caught my eye, nodded once, approval, acceptance, everything. In the car going home, she was quiet for a long time, then she said, your parents are wonderful. They really are. I might never have that with my own parents again. The realization seemed to hit her fresh. I might actually lose them forever, I know. And I hate that this is happening to you, do not. She turned to me, her face was serious. Do not take responsibility for their bigotry. You did not do anything wrong, you exist. You love me, that is it. The fact that they cannot handle that is on them, not you, never you. I wanted to believe her. But there was still this weight in my chest, like I had broken her family. Even though logically I knew I had not. They broke themselves. Update 2 about 2 weeks since the intervention. Things kept escalating in ways I did not expect. Her parents went quiet for almost a week. We actually thought maybe they were processing, taking time to think about what they had done, maybe coming to their senses. Then she got an email from her dad. Subject line said important family information. She opened it over breakfast on a Saturday morning. We were having coffee and bagels, normal weekend morning. Her face went white. She turned the laptop toward me. Long email, started with after much prayer and thought, which never leads anywhere good. Said they had talked to their pastor, that the church community had been so supportive during this difficult time. That they had decided if she insisted on this path they had no choice but to lovingly distance themselves until she came to her senses. The last part said we will always love you, but we cannot support a decision that goes against our values and our faith. We hope you will realize what you are giving up before it is too late. The door is open for you to come home, but not for him. It will never be open for him. My fiancé closed the laptop. Stared at the table. They brought their pastor into this. Made it a church thing, got their congregation involved. I am sorry, I started. If you say you are sorry one more time, I am going to lose it. She opened the laptop back up. I'm responding right now. She typed for maybe 10 minutes. I sat there drinking my coffee, watching her face. She was not crying, just focused. Angry focused. When she finished, she showed me before sending. I am not giving up anything except people who would rather lose their daughter than admit they are wrong. You say the door is open for me but not for him. That is not a door I am walking through. That is not love. That is a condition. I hope someday you realize what you lost. Do not contact me unless it is to apologize to both of us. Until then we have nothing to say to each other. Send it, she asked. Your call, she hit send. The phone rang immediately. Her dad. She declined the call. Her mom called, declined. Her brother declined. She turned her phone completely off. That felt good, she said, but her hands were shaking. I took them in mine, held them until they stopped. Couple days later, she got a handwritten letter at work, delivered to her office, from her aunt, the one from the intervention. Long thing about family and honoring your parents and how I was coming between her and her loved ones. About how marriage to someone outside your culture always causes problems. About how their community thought she was making a mistake. The bottom of the letter said, I have known you since you were born. I changed your diapers. I was there when you took your first steps. This is not really you. This is him influencing you. Wake up before you do permanent damage to relationships that matter. My fiancée texted her aunt back. The only people who damaged anything are all of you. Do not contact me again. If you have something to say to me, you can say it to both of us or not at all. Her aunt tried calling. My fiancé blocked her number. We went venue shopping midweek. Found this garden place that rents out for small events. Beautiful old property with huge trees and flower beds, perfect for about 50 people. The coordinator was this nice older woman who showed us around, asked about our vision, about family involvement, just his family. My fiancé said, her voice was steady. Mine is not invited. The coordinator got this sympathetic look but did not ask questions, did not pry. Just said we can make it beautiful for the people who matter. We booked it. Put down the deposit. Set a date for next spring. In the car after she was quiet for a long time, I let her be. Then she said, I keep thinking about how my mom used to talk about my wedding when I was growing up. She had it all planned in her head. The dress she wanted me to wear, her grandmother's veil, the flowers, the church, everything. And now she will not even be there, she will not see any of it. We can wait, I offered. Give them time to cool off. To think about it, no, firm, hard, I am not putting my life on hold waiting for them to stop being bigots. We are getting married, with or without them, I am not giving them that power. She said it strong, but I saw her wipe her eyes when she thought I was not looking. I reached over and took her hand. She held on tight. Her sister called the next day. The reasonable one. The one who had sent the kind message. My fiancé put her on speaker. Just wanted to check in. Heard about Dad's email. And the thing with Aunt Linda. Yeah, we are moving forward, good for you. Pause, but I need to be honest with you about something. I am in a tough spot here. What do you mean they are my parents too? And they are making it very clear that anyone who supports you is choosing sides. Taking your side means getting cut off from them, from family events, from holidays, from everything. My fiancé's whole body tensed. So you're calling to say what exactly? I am calling to say I love you, but I cannot be in the middle of this. I have to see them at Thanksgiving, at Christmas. I cannot be cut off from everyone. I have my own life here. I am not asking you to be cut off. I am asking you to tell them they are wrong, that what they did was messed up. I cannot do that. I am sorry, but I cannot. They are my parents. I am your sister, and they are my parents. But you are the one who chose to make this a thing by getting engaged to him. You could have just dated him. You did not have to push it this far, the way she said it. Like I was not right there listening, like I was some object, some problem. My fiancé's voice went ice cold. I have heard her mad before, but never like this. I did not make this an ultimatum. They did. All I did was refuse to break up with someone because of his race. That is it. That is all I did. It is not about race. It is about compatibility and family values and being realistic about challenges. Yes, it is. And if you cannot see that you are part of the problem, long silence. Then her sister said quietly, I guess I am then. I hope things work out for you, I really do, but I cannot help you with this. She hung up. My fiancée threw her phone across the room. It hit the wall, but somehow the case protected it. It survived. I just lost my sister too, she said. Then she started crying, the kind where you cannot breathe, where your whole body shakes. I held her while she fell apart on our couch. It took a long time for her to stop. That was a couple days ago. Yesterday we just existed. Did not talk about any of it. Watched TV. Ordered Thai food. Pretended everything was normal for a few hours. But last night in bed she said something that has been stuck in my head. I do not regret choosing you. I need you to know that. Even with all of this, I do not regret it. I know, do you? Because sometimes you get this look. Like you think you ruined my life. Like you think I would be better off without you. I just hate watching you lose everyone. It is happening to us, she corrected. Not to you, to us. And we are handling it together. We are building something new, something better, something without conditions. She was right. I knew she was right. But it still felt heavy, like carrying something I could not put down. Final update: been about 6 weeks total since the intervention. Figured I should probably wrap this up since people keep asking for updates. Week after my last post, my fiancée got another email from her dad. No message in the body, just attachments, her birth certificate, social security card, old tax documents, medical records from when she was a kid, everything. The message was clear: we are done. Here is your stuff. We are cutting ties. She stared at the email for a long time, downloaded everything. Saved it to a folder, replied with one word, received. That was it. No argument. No begging, just acknowledgement. That night she was really quiet. We were on the couch. She was staring at the TV but not really watching. I asked if she wanted to talk about it. Not really. It is just I kept waiting for them to realize what they are doing. To have some moment where they see they are throwing their daughter away over something so stupid, over something that does not matter. But that email was them saying that is never happening. They chose this. And weirdly that makes it easier in a way. How so? The waiting was worse, hoping they would come around. Now I know they are not coming around, so I can stop waiting and just move on. Yeah, I'm not sad anymore, just done. Does that make sense? Perfect sense. Made sense to me too. We threw ourselves into wedding planning after that. Nothing fancy. Garden venue. 40 people, simple ceremony. My parents offered to help with costs. We said yes. Her childhood best friend, who thought the whole situation was insane, offered to do flowers cheap. Another friend was photographing. It was coming together, small but ours. Radio silence from her family for a while. We started to relax, think maybe it was really over. Then couple weeks ago her mom sent a Facebook message request. My fiancé showed me. I heard from someone at church that you are moving forward with the wedding. We are praying for you every day. We hope you come to your senses before you make a permanent mistake. It is not too late to fix this. To come home, to do the right thing. My fiancée screenshot it, sent it to her sister with one line. Tell mom this is why we are not talking. Her sister read it. 3 little dots appeared like she was typing, then disappeared. No response came. Wedding planning continued. We sent out invitations, got RSVPs back. My side of the venue filled up. Parents, aunts and uncles, cousins, family, friends. Her side was mostly empty, but the people who mattered said yes. Her best friend, a few college friends, coworkers who knew what happened and supported her. Then last week something changed. Her sister called. My fiancé almost did not answer. Let it ring 4 times. Then picked up. I'm not taking sides, her sister said fast like she had rehearsed it, but I need to tell you something, okay? My fiancé put it on speaker. Dad had a health scare, high blood pressure thing. He is fine now, but it freaked everyone out. He was in the hospital overnight for observation. Mom was a mess, completely lost it. I am sorry to hear that. Mom kept saying she wished you were there. How hard this was without you. How wrong it felt that you were not there during a family crisis. And I just got mad, I could not help it. I told them they could have you there if they wanted, but they chose this. They chose to push you away. My fiancé stayed very quiet, listening. They did not like that. We got into this huge fight. I said what they did was cruel and racist and wrong, that they needed to apologize, not to you, to both of you. Dad said I was betraying the family, taking sides against them. Mom started crying, so I left, packed a bag and left. I am staying with a friend right now, not talking to them. You are not talking to them, no, and I wanted you to know I should have stood up for you from the start. I was a coward. I was worried about keeping the peace and not making waves, and I let you down. I am sorry. I am really sorry. Long pause. My fiancée was crying. Quiet tears running down her face. Do you want to come to the wedding? If you will have me, I know I do not deserve it after how I acted, but if you will have me, I would really like to be there. We will, of course we will, thank you. Her sister was crying too now. I heard it in her voice. And I am sorry to him too, for staying silent, for not defending him. I was wrong. Tell her it is okay, I said quietly. He says it is okay. It is not okay, but I appreciate him saying it. I will do better, I promise. The wedding happened last weekend, small like we planned, intimate, perfect November day, cold but sunny. My parents walked my fiancée down the aisle. She asked them to, said her dad gave up that right. My mom cried the entire ceremony. Happy tears. My dad stood straight and proud, like she really was his daughter. Her sister was there, front row on her side. Made it feel less empty. She cried through the whole thing too. Gave a toast at the reception about family being the people who show up, not the people who share your blood. Got a standing ovation. At the reception her sister pulled me aside. We were by the bar. She had champagne. I had a beer. I owe you an apology too, she said. A real one, not just over the phone. I was wrong to stay silent. Wrong to put my comfort over your dignity. I am sorry, thank you. That means a lot. She loves you crazy amounts. I have never seen her like this with anyone. She would burn the whole world for you. Same here, good. Because she did burn her whole world for you, her family, her history, everything she knew growing up. So do not screw it up. I will not, I promise. We danced. Ate too much cake. My uncle got drunk and told embarrassing stories about me as a kid. My fiancée laughed until she cried. We stayed until they kicked us out. It was everything a wedding should be. The people who were not there, their absence was loud. I will not pretend it was not. There were moments when my wife looked at the empty chairs on her side and I saw her face fall. But it did not ruin anything, could not ruin anything, because the people who mattered were there. We got back from our honeymoon a couple days ago. Short trip to the mountains, just needed to decompress and be alone. When we got home there was a card in the mail from her mom. My wife opened it standing in the kitchen. Generic congratulations card with a handwritten note inside. I heard you went through with it. I hope you know what you have done to this family, the pain you have caused. When you are ready to make things right and apologize, we will be here. Family forgives. That is what family does. My wife read it twice. Handed it to me, I read it. The audacity of it made me angry. What do you want to do? She took it back, walked to the kitchen, threw it in the trash without another word. That, have not heard from them since. My wife talks to her sister regularly now. They are rebuilding their relationship slowly. Her sister told her that their parents ask about her sometimes, in vague ways. Never admitting fault, just wondering how she is doing. My wife tells her sister to tell them nothing. She is not interested in updates or halfway measures. Her mom's church friend reached out on Facebook last week after seeing wedding photos. Long message about how everyone makes mistakes, how family is family no matter what, how God calls us to forgive. Would my wife consider reaching out to start healing? My wife's response was short. I'm happy to heal when they apologize for their racism and acknowledge what they did wrong. Until then, I have nothing to say. The friend never responded, probably went back and told her mom my wife was being stubborn. Are we okay? Yeah, we are. My wife has moments where she gets sad, usually around holidays or when we are with my family. She will get quiet. I know she is thinking about what it could have been like, what she lost. But then she will squeeze my hand and say I would do it again. Every time, and I believe her. Her coworker asked last week if she ever thinks about reaching out, trying to fix things, being the bigger person. My wife said they broke it, they can fix it. I'm not chasing people who made it clear I am not enough for them. That is where we are. We built our own family. My parents who treat her like she has always been theirs. Her sister who came around, our friends, the people who show up, that is family. Are her parents going to change? Probably not. And that is sad, it is a loss. I will not pretend it is not, but it is their choice, their loss. My wife told me last night she used to worry she would regret cutting them off, that she would wake up one day and realize she made a mistake. But I do not. I regret that they made me choose. I regret that they cared more about your race than my happiness. But I do not regret you, not even for a second. We are good, building our life. And if they never come around, they miss watching their daughter be happy. They miss grandkids someday. They miss holidays and birthdays and all of it. That is on them. My wife changed her phone number last week. Fresh start. Only people who earned it have the new one. Her family is not on that list. She said it felt like closing a door that should have been closed a while ago. So yeah, that is it. We are married, happy. Her family is out by their own choice. We are moving forward, not the ending I expected when I walked out of that intervention. When I took the ring off her finger thinking I was losing her. But it might be better than anything I could have planned.